Almost there. One more setting. And one more piece of the unique is operational.
One down, 1 million to go. Speaking of which, boss, I found exactly none of the parts you wanted. A whole day at the junk pile, and all I turn up are a locker and some stupid conduits. Maybe next time. Boss, are you sure you got those settings right?
That came from down in engineering. Let's go. There's no time for that. There's no time for that.
Boss?
Crispin, get behind me. Who are you and what do you want?
Power.
I think he wants the power core, boss.
Stop right there. This ship belongs to me.
Forfeit. Enemy. Plunder.
I don't think he's too keen on private property.
Get away from the power core.
Forfeit.
Boss? Boss? Horatio? Come on, Horatio, wake up!
Oh.
Whew, you're okay.
What happened?
Well, Big Ugly threw you out of the ship. And then he said plunder, again. And then he left with our power core.
Assad.
Yep,
How much charge have you got?
10%. You?
I'll be fine. We just need to get the emergency generator up and running.
Or we could just go to Metropole, city of glass and light. Free energy for one and all.
Don't believe everything you hear. Metropole is trouble. But if you want to go, you've got free will and a maglev unit.
With that guilt subroutine you put in me, I wouldn't even make it halfway.
Actually, with a 10% charge, you wouldn't even get that far. So I suggest we get the generator working.
You and your projects.
Man built us to build, Crispin. Now, come on. I must have dropped my data pouch when I was thrown out of the unique. Assad, its memory got wiped. Easy enough to have the good old junk pile's coordinates back in, though.
Is that a gumball machine?
No, it's a robot's head.
I wanted a gumball. I wanted a gumball.
Nothing worth salvaging. It's one of the Unique's turbines.
The big engine that couldn't. Now, I'm not a fancy engineer like you, boss, but it seems like the Unique isn't gonna fly without its tail on.
It's a segment of Gordium electrical conduit. Some very sticky grease. I can't just scoop it up. Crispin, when I told you to find a new spark plug, did you just shove my conductive putty into the old one?
Maybe.
No wonder the generator isn't working. At least the putty is still good. It's not going to do anything until the generator's fixed. There's supposed to be a power-bearing conduit between this socket and the ship, but I never got around to putting one together.
Now who's the procrastinator?
The generator is missing a spark plug. A sturdy cable. It's the Unique's tag. Without it, I'd have never known the ship's name.
Apparently, building a giant airship doesn't require proper spelling.
Apparently not. It's the Unique's tag. Blasted leaking gasket.
Is it blasted or leaking? If that red light went off, I bet the train would start going.
Crispin, sometimes I think you're trying to get me to waste time.
Who, me?
Better just to leave it alone. Looks like some kind of lockbox. It's locked tight. Looks like an old P2, or is it a P3? I picked it clean years ago.
You know, boss, if you're ever wondering what I would do, feel free to just ask.
I'll keep that in mind. There's a piece of Gordium conduit way back there. I can't reach the conduit. It's 3 pieces of Gordium conduit. Unfortunately, one of them is completely corroded and worthless.
Boss, just think of all the brothers and sisters you could make for me from all that junk.
One of you is more than enough.
How do you think a train wound up out here, boss?
Maybe they brought it here by boat.
Very funny.
It's locked tight. Pitch black in there. The hatch is unresponsive. There's no way I can reach that. There's no way I can reach that.
Strange clouds, huh, boss? Strange clouds.
This is no time for sitting around.
Sure, boss. I'll fly up there and bring you back a moon rock. Oh, wait, I can't, since I don't have hands.
Without power from the ship, the telescope won't work.
Bad timing with those repairs, huh, boss?
It's too dark to see the ladder rungs.
I can't use myself until you give me hands. Hey, boss, what about trying to open that lockbox I found earlier today? Maybe someone buried treasure in it.
Could you grab that lantern?
Sure thing, boss.
You know, I always wanted to be able to fly. That's why I built you with a maglev unit.
Not so that you could store tools on hard-to-reach ledges.
Well, that too. It's the gospel of man.
Going to pray for a miracle, boss?
We are man's miracle, Crispin. Let's hope that's enough.
So that's where you keep it.
Why were you looking for my plasma torch?
No reason.
This is no time for a nap.
I still don't see why I don't get a bed.
Because you have a flat bottom to rest on.
Boss, were you checking out my bottom? That piece of sheet metal really ties the room together, boss.
I can't pick that up. The control pad for the deck access ladder. Good thing there's still some power in the circuit.
Boss, shouldn't you have thought of that before coming down here? We could have been stuck.
I could have just ridden you back to the deck.
Really?
No. Routing that much power to your maglev unit would cause it to explode.
Yeah, right.
Sorry. I couldn't find a working fuse to solve the problem.
I'm a floating bomb. I'm a floating bomb. Sweet.
The controls for this hatch are unresponsive.
You know, boss, I spend hours looking through junk. Maybe you could spend a little more time in the junk pile yourself?
I don't need to bring these with me.
After all, boss, life is stranger than fiction.
How would that even work? It's pitch black in there. totally unilluminating. I'm trying to fix the unique, not destroy it. There's no reason to cut that, or burn it, or weld it. There's nothing worth bothering with. There's no reason to cut that, or burn it, or weld it. I would waste the torch's whole charge before cutting through this. There's no reason to cut. There's no reason. Let's see if this works.
Is that a spark plug, boss? Who locks up a spark plug?
Actually, I think that box was some kind of machine.
You killed it!
Recycled it. I guess it was actually some kind of machine. I'm pretty sure it was already dead, though. I can't reach the conduit. Just a run-of-the-mill spark plug. A good length of heavy-duty cable designed for carrying data. That's never going to work. How would that even work? I'll need at least 5 pieces to be able to build a conduit long enough to run the generator to the unique. I doubt that will have any effect. It's a data cable, not a power cable. Not a bad idea, but I can't carry enough of a charge, and it isn't sticky enough to hold them in place. The putty's sticky enough already. As much as I'd love to fix that leak someday, we have more important things to do. Plus, it would be a waste of the putty.
So, what exactly do we need to fix the generator?
Some conduit and a new spark plug.
Boss, sometimes a builder just has to let his creation figure things out for himself.
I'm your builder, Crispin.
I know. That's what makes this particularly sad. Boss, are you ever gonna do anything about that oil leak?
Yes, after we recover our power core.
Now who's making excuses?
Futile. That's never going to work. Futile. What was I thinking, leaving all my lanterns up there?
You know, boss, I spend hours looking through junk. Maybe you could spend a little more time in the junk pile yourself?